ready to go in 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. You are joining us for Speechless, Season 1, Episode 20. It's been a couple weeks. We've missed you guys. We've missed the show. We missed the DiMeos. And JJ kind of runs away. The episode is RUNAWA. Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, I love the lights. I think we're partying harder than we did in the show.
It feels like Friday, but it's Wednesday.
Yes. This is Funk Soul Brother, Fatboy Slim, apparently, which they had on the show.
Yes.
Yes, this is a good time. They had a good time for like a few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Going on there. Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. Thanks for joining us here. You're joining us for Speechless, Season 1, Episode 20 already. We're getting close.
I know.
Close to the end.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. We've missed you. It's been a couple weeks.
You too.
Yeah. You want to tell everyone where they can find you on social media?
Yeah. I am at Paige_Bach on Instagram and at Paige Kelly Bach on Twitter.
You guys can find me at Susannah_Kim, SUSANNAH_KIM. So, it's been a couple weeks. You had a good little break that we had there?
Yes, I did.
I saw you went to Coachella. Was that amazing?
It was amazing.
So jealous.
It was the best.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So yeah, we're back. We're running. We got the DiMeos. What I love is that we picked up right from last episode.
Right.
Yes, which we've never, as far as I know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've ever seen this before, where they pick up right where the last episode ended.
And it was exactly right where it was like the door closed in the last episode, then it opened in this one. Yeah.
I know, to the point where I was kind of like, wait, what's happening again? I was kind of like, wait, where are they at?
I know, I thought I missed like a couple minutes for a second there, and I was like, no, I think we got it right.
Right, yeah. So they pop up in Kenneth's house, which was nice to see. We've never been there before.
Oh, yeah.
His place told a lot about him.
It was so interesting. The saloon doors to the kitchen was the funniest thing.
Right?
I was like, what place would ever make that decision?
Right?
With the entrance to the kitchen, but it was there.
Yeah, that house was built in the 19-somethings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we learned some stuff about Kenneth. I love the photo he had up. It looked like a magazine cover almost of him in his flamboyant basketball attire. Is that what was going on?
I didn't actually get what was going on at first. I just the mohawk was mentioned.
Right, yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not really sure. Is that like, was he a model or was it this or that? And then obviously,
yeah.
Dylan found out everything.
And he had it framed, so he was real proud of it at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But at that point, later, I mean, we didn't know about it then because it was hard to tell that he was a superstar at any point. Because I think we see Kenneth as like a, very humble guy. He's just like, down to earth. He's Kenneth. But yeah, he was a superstar at one point.
Yeah, I definitely didn't imagine him being, that like macho sports guy at some point in time.
Yeah, right.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, and I love that it was Dylan that kind of helps him find that again, sort of.
Mojo.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would say Dylan's kind of a badass, so it makes sense. She's got the confidence. Right.
She's totally a badass. I just think it's funny that, like, being badasses together, they steal a car to get it washed.
Yeah.
And then they return it.
His car is Sarah J, by the way.
Sarah J, the car.
It was a great name. I'd love to know where he got Sarah J from. But yeah, so that was a interesting little side story they had going on with Kenneth.
Yep.
What was hilarious when they do finally, or when Kenneth does take JJ back home,
yes,
they immediately try to make an apology with peppers, the Carolina Reaper pepper. You and I were both like, what's happening?
Because it was so serious.
So
you were
random.
talking the last episode about how we were so grateful that they were finally making this serious turn, speaking about these things, and then the whole disclaimer of like, let's talk seriously about this, like don't DiMeo it, and then they just cut to like the pepper, which is hysterical.
Right? And kind of like, yep, you DiMeo'd it. I like how that's a verb now. You can DiMeo things
it.
up.
I like it.
Yeah, that was a hilarious little ditty. I don't know where they got those peppers from and so quickly, but they were ready for that apology.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was like in her back pocket.
I know, right? What I was not expecting was Kenneth getting sort of blamed or like.
Oh yeah,
right. He brought back JJ, and he got sort of
in trouble.
Yes, in trouble for it. I was like, what can I say?
Returning their son, and not letting him run away.
Right. They're like, he has every right to run away. If he wants to run away, you should let him run away. And of course, Kenneth gets the butt end of that.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny though how Maya's just so on his team with everything, and it was the same sort of thing in the last episode where they were all like, "You can do what everyone else can do," and then she just takes it to some extreme level of like, "Let's get your passport and
pack your bag."
Yeah, pack your bag, and where are you gonna go? And
you still stole $20 from me, right?
Yeah,
she stole money from herself for him.
She's heartbroken about that.
Yeah,
that was great.
Exactly. So going on to that, Maya tells him that she's like, "I'm running." What did she say? I'm running you away.
I'm running you
from
away.
me.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting concept happening there. She packs his bag, takes him out. They go to a casino.
Yes.
Out of all places.
Where he's her husband.
Yeah,
so.
It was weird. It was kind of like
an interesting turn.
Yeah, it was like he ran away and got eloped and got married to his mom, right?
Right. Which all normal children do.
Right, yeah. Pretty typical. And yeah, so they have their little tiff, which I liked.
Right.
I liked him confronting her and telling her, hey, you know, you need to leave me alone if you really are going to help me. And it is going to get to that point in their relationship where that's going to be the reality.
You know what I found interesting about that, though, is then it was like the cut to him outside of the casino on his own.
Yes.
Looking for her. And that wasn't explored because, you know, he was so insistent on being left alone. And then when he was left alone, I kind of almost immediately after he was looking for her and she was gone.
So true.
So my question to you actually is, and I didn't get this, is when she came back in, like, was he waiting for her, or like it kind of looked like he was about to ask?
That's kind of what I got too. It looked like he was sort of in like, I don't know, he seemed a little lost maybe. Not lost like, you know, he didn't know where he was, but just like, what is he going to do now, you know? Because it was so unexpected for him that his mom would leave him, you know?
Right.
Like literally stranded him there.
Especially that mother.
Yeah, I know, right? Out of all people. So yeah, I think he was kind of almost taken aback. I think had he had the moment to really go through it and process it, maybe he would have, you know, found his way home or whatever. But in that moment, when she came back, it definitely, I agree. It seemed like he was waiting for her and wanting her. I would have liked to, like you said, for them to explore that a little more. I have said
guess
something.
They did a little bit, you know, later.
Right,
which we'll get to. With,
yeah. With Lee. So yeah, we can get into that. Yeah, so Maya, would you call that stalking? Did she follow? She just followed him.
She just followed his car all the way until he stopped somewhere.
Hunted him down. So normal. So Maya, very normal for her, I guess. She spots Lee. The actor is Zach Anner, who's great, by the way. It was great.
He was great.
Yes.
I was really glad that they made that decision. That was cool.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and he was definitely a different character from JJ, because JJ, I think we see him, and the way they dress him and everything too, you know, they definitely dress him as very, how do you say it? Like he's not like a bad boy,
no,
you know?
He's not the cool kid.
Preppy, but you know, I mean,
he is a mama's boy. They kind of dress him like he's a mama's boy.
Very true. He's usually got a collar on, you know, so that kind of style.
Sweaters,
right? Yeah, he's got friends at school. He's like
he's cool.
He's a good kid. But yeah, Lee, not that he's a bad kid, but he definitely seems
like a badass. As Maya said, badass in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
wheelchair
exactly.
Badass.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a girlfriend. He's driving around, and I liked that Maya was kind of able to see that in JJ, or you know, that she was even calling him the future JJ.
And that's what I was talking about, is how, you know, he was kind of waiting for his mom, and I think there's still that relationship that needs to be worked out. I thought it was really interesting that Lee's advice was actually, you know, I let my mom help me forever, and the only thing that you can do and what you need to do is stop letting your mom just do everything for you and kind of get the space on your own and take the space by yourself.
Right.
Which I thought was really interesting, and that kind of made sense for me then, how he was waiting for her, and that was kind of what he really needed to hear during this whole time.
Yeah, I think it was good for both of them. I agree. Like they both learned something from the experience, and it kind of helps them to see into the future.
Yes.
To see, you know, okay, well, this is how it might be and how things should be handled. But yeah, and I would love to see Lee come back again. We have his number.
I would love Lee to come back now that he has a number. It'd be cool for him to have like a mentor, you know?
Yes.
Like an older friend that like, I really want to see JJ get into some trouble.
I was just going to say that. I would love to see Lee get him into some trouble. Yeah, I think I might see that happening.
That would be really great with all the girls. It's like, get as many girls you want to sit in your lap.
Oh my God.
That would be incredible. That was like drunk JJ. Remember that was way long ago.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite episodes where I was like, JJ is drunk, and everyone was like, this is bad, and then they're all like, but it's actually okay. This is great.
Yeah, right. Let him have a good time. Man, yeah. So that's good stuff. Okay, and then we had another little storyline going on with Dylan and some weird stuff happening. So Dylan, of course, wants to take advantage of Jimmy's inability to have an emotional conversation with his children, which is very Jimmy. I don't put that past him at all. That's
I don't either.
Yeah, that wasn't unexpected, and it's not unexpected for Dylan to take advantage of that. And I totally see how Dylan would take after her dad too, because when she's even trying to fake having like an emotional issue in the beginning, she can't even do it. She's just like, I'm so sad
and I wrote it down because it made me crack up so much. She was like, I just like about emotions and whatnot. I was like, and he still fell for it.
Yeah, right,
like,
exactly.
I don't
it was
know
still
what to do.
Too much for Jimmy. Right. I love the swear words. She's like, I can get away with any swear words.
Yeah,
she just she just
adds
went for
them
it.
in. And I love that Maya like doesn't yell, and that's kind of cool. That was cool for their relationship as mom and dad. And she was just like, are we okay with this now?
We are.
Yes.
I love their dynamic as a parenting couple. And then the weirdest thing happening, Ray wants a robe. So with all of this, bribing and taking advantage of dad, Ray wants a robe.
Which is weird.
Why?
It is weird. But then again, I was actually a kid that grew up with a robe. So
really?
Yes.
Was it floor length, knee level?
It was the fluffy grandmother version of a robe that went to the floor. And I still have robes. In fact, I don't know why, but I think when someone's given one to you, it's like they just keep coming. I think
as gifts they're okay. To like buy. I mean, and I think
seek out
not that I'm like sexist, but they were saying like, what is it, like Lady in Lotion kind of thing? And what did he say? Like a boy, and I forgot what he called it, but man, it was just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and how specific he was about it. Like he'd been planning that for ages. And the flaps to breathe.
He had that sucker picked out for a long time.
It was funny.
And Jimmy's reaction, so cool. I mean, so small. So weird. Why? Just so confused by
I love it that he was like, I know I'm being manipulated, but I don't even care about it. I'm just worried about you.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want a robe?
Why a robe?
It was so funny.
And then for them to end up on the couch, both in robes, enjoying life.
Robe talk.
Yeah, robe talk.
The next.
Oh, God, that was great.
Or we could call it something else.
Could not call it anything. Could not give it a name. Yeah. Why do we have to name it?
Robe talk.
So I think that's pretty much it. That's most of what we had going on the episode. I really, really hope we get Lee back.
I really want him to come back. I think that's going to be great. And as I was saying, I want to see JJ get in trouble now.
Yes.
Last week, I wanted there to be some sort of resolve and for JJ to figure out his independence. Actually, what's really cute about that was like Ray, when he was having robe talk, and he was like, just so you know, whatever JJ wants and needs, I've got it. That was like adorable. I love that. And I can see that. He's so responsible.
Absolutely.
Dylan will have his back.
He's the responsible one of the family, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, and now I just want to see him like be a kid that's his age and just, have some fun. Yeah. Be a teenager.
Get in trouble. Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen next. I hope that's what happens. That'd be really fun.
I would like to see that. We only have a few episodes left. So please share with us. Let us know, comment, and let us know what you guys think is going to happen in the next few weeks. I think that's pretty much it, right? Hopefully we do get him back. Paige, if you want to let everyone know where they can find you until then.
I am at Paige_Bach on Instagram and at Paige Kelly Bach on Twitter.
And you're covering another show on AfterBuzz.
I am. I'm going to be doing Grace and Frankie, and Masters of None is coming out in the middle of May, which I'm super excited for. It's more funny. Apparently that's my thing, my draw to.
Oh, there you go.
So thank you guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and you guys can find me at Susannah_Kim, SUSANNAH. I'm also covering Scorpion. Just a few episodes left of that this season. So yeah. Join us next week. We'll see you guys then. Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.